All right, this is, wow, it's bright. I need my sunglasses. This is the mower, and it's got the drawbar kit in here too, and my rolls of netting. But under there, I'm told that's where my mower is. The cover for it is right there, and my two-wheel rake is right there. When you guys come back out, could you bring my sunglasses? Thank you. Had a moment where I must have thought I was still a teenager. I just polished off about 9 pieces of pizza. So more than a thing of pizza. It's good. It's good. Yum num. Num yum. That's better. So we're going to attempt to put it together right here, and then we can bring the tractor in, and if I do it quickly enough, which probably won't happen, then maybe we could actually start mowing. And rain's due tomorrow, and then we have maybe 3 days of dry after that. So if I could get it down and it gets rained on in the first 24 hours, I think that's not as bad as having it rained on later. We'll see. Let me get a knife. Or a scissors, but I don't have that either. Or a screwdriver, or a really bent pair of needles. I don't know. What did I call this? I don't know. A plier? Prior. Yeah. Wow, that flung. Glorious. My knitting. Drawbar kit for the baler. And I'm trying to be careful. This is the first afternoon in about a week and a half that my back hasn't hurt. So as soon as I say that, I'm like, whoa, you gotta be careful. I know it's still there. All right, how'd they put this down? The nails, screws, staples, it looks like. No, don't do that. You know, because I might want to use this little lid for something. I think they forgot about my sunglasses. Want to take a look inside? Yeah, come on. There it is. In all its glory. Let's start unpacking this. I'm really hoping, since it's a big machine, you'd think that it would go together with just a few parts. Destructions. It says stop. We know you're excited to unpack, assemble, and use your new equipment, but there are 4 steps we want to make sure you do first so that you have the absolute best experience with your new equipment and with us. 1, read the quick start guide. Man, I have to read. Read the assembly guide operator's manual. I got to read more? Measure and cut PTO shaft accordingly. Yeah, I probably have to do that. I might get lucky. Maybe it'll be the right length. Doubt it. And then call if you have any questions. So those are the 4 things. This, which looks like just a scraper or putty knife, says net feed wrapping tool. Okay. I guess I'll have to figure out what that means at some point. Not today, though. Today we're just talking about cutting the hay. That's hard on the teeth. Don't do that. This is looks like a charger, you know, like an old school phone charger or something. 12 volt. Probably to charge the battery on the bale remote, I bet you. So we'll put that with the baler drawbar kit. And we're going to pretend that we read this for now. I'm sure I'll read parts of it. And then this one says, get this, stop. We know you're excited. They're basically saying the same thing for, is this the baler? No, that's the baler. This is for the mower. So pretend I watched that too. Read it, whatever. I'm sure I will. Baler manual release kit. Cool. We'll put that there. Whew. TX31N basic parts kit again for the baler. Put that right there. A lot of stuff for the baler in my mower box. That's okay. Whatever this is, they don't have it labeled. That seems fine. Okay. I'm seeing grease on some of these parts. So that's good. Some not. So I'll have to make sure I do a quick once over with a grease gun. We have 25 blades that I bought with it because, you know, things go wrong and sometimes you need to replace stuff. I don't think I'll use 25 blades in several seasons, but that's what they came. So what's this? I don't think I should just rip this open because there's bolts and washers. I'm assuming nuts in there. I'm gonna go ahead and rip it open anyway, even though that's not what I should do. We have, oh, bushings too. Yeah, bolts, washers, nuts, bushings for something. And I'm sure I could just lift this right up, right? Nope, that's heavy, really heavy. Here's what I'm thinking. If I can rip the side of the box off, no, I could use the loader, lift it up out of the box, keep the box intact, lower it down on something else high enough that I could just go ahead and hook up and then assemble everything onto it already hooked up. That's why I get paid the big bucks. No. Ibex? I don't know how to say it Italian. Some kind of an Italian accent. I think the only word I can say in Italian is mozzarella. Ooh, a spicy meatball. That's it. That's all the Italian I know. And I'm pretty sure that's wrong. All right, I have a PTO shaft. And I have a PTO shaft. Whoa. So I'm guessing one for the baler and one for the mower, but they look identical. They are not, but they, at first glance, look identical. They're not. So I'll have to figure out which one's which. Okay. That's not a, that is attached. Okay. These aren't, though. Not super heavy, but when you're reaching, with a bad back. You know, that's good. Bottom of the drums, I would call those discs, I guess. I don't know. I assume that's where you attach your blades to, but I could very well be wrong on that. I'm wrong on that because I see the blades attached to the top of the drum. So that's probably just where it slides on, I guess. And I wish I was strong enough to lift that out of there. I am not. I never was. I don't think. Let's see. Oh, wait. Hold the phone. Maybe. Almost. Yeah. Look at that. So there's your 3-point assembly. Guys, PTO shaft to it, PTO shaft out. So they probably are both for the mower. Now, this part, got a diagram. This part I probably can't, yeah, I can't lift that. That's the heavy piece. That's not so much. I think I am going to bring the tractor over to lift this out. See, I can't use the tractor to put that on itself. Does that make sense? But I could use that tractor to put this on here. No, I don't need to. That can just sit on the ground until I lift it, the whole thing up with the 3-point. Yeah, but I'll still need to take this out of here first. Let's go get the tractor and get that out of here. Ratchet strap times dose. And don't run over the PTO shafts. Probably be best if I moved those. Whoop, or let them slide out. That's great. That's okay. Got it. I wonder how long it'll be before I take that blue plastic off there. I have a habit of, like, anything new I get, I leave the wrappers on them. Somebody else do that? I can't be alone. Alright, slight tilt back on that, and I'm going to go ahead and set parking brake. Not that I normally would, but probably should be in the habit, even though I'm on level ground. And this thing, like, doesn't really want to move. If you're not pushing down on something, I mean, if you're level, that hydrostat's pretty nice that way. And here's my arch nemesis, folks. Yes. You ever know somebody that's, like, kind of smart, and then in other ways they're really, really, like, huh? How do they not know how to do that? Like, even though I know how to use ratchet straps, it still boggles my mind how bad I am with them. So we're gonna just figure this out, okay? Bear with me here. Now I'm going the opposite way I want to. Here we go. Because of what I'm lifting on. And then do I just like this? It's awfully short. I'm completely off of the fork. Like, what on earth? This guy. I'm sure you're wondering, what am I watching? Does this guy have a clue? Sure. Sure. No. Wait, is this ratchet strap put together wrong? Who put this ratchet strap together? I won't answer that. You probably know. Wait. No, that's not right either. Was it right? It probably wasn't. So I did it wrong twice. Is that possible? Yeah. We're going to get it wrong twice. That way we can say third time's the charm. Because that's fun to say. All right, and then I'm going to totally not do the right thing with that. Sure. Do I say sure too much? Sure. And then that's good, but then I'm not really in a good spot to go after this guy. Should I just wrap it right around the PTO shaft? No. Probably not. Although that is in the best spot. I'm not trying to rhyme. I'm just having a good time. Okay. Okay. Was this ratchet strap put together? No. Probably the same guy. I mean, come on, people. This is gonna be fun. Fun / disastrous. I don't know. Since I'm putting it on YouTube, I guess it doesn't have to be good as long as it's entertaining. Guys, if I get hurt, try not to laugh too hard. Those straps probably aren't even strong enough. But we're gonna use them. You know why? Because I'm too lazy to go find the stronger ones. All right, let's mucho gentlo. It's gonna want to come my way. I say, and then it does not. It goes straight up. Hey, that's nice. I mean, I couldn't have planned it better than that. Oh, I need to level these forks, though, or it's going to want to slide back toward me. Oh, on the box. Okay, I'm going to quit while I'm ahead and just go ahead and back up. Are we going fast enough, do you think? Honestly, I think that's perfect. I'm telling you, I love how much control you can have with this machine. Like, look at that. I just stopped. It didn't even rock at all. It's insane. Look at this. I am not, like, I have operated, you know, my share, I guess, of heavy equipment, but that is not my job and has never been my full-time job. It's been like an additional duty, I guess, but look at this. I think I just put that down without scratching it. How am I supposed to maintain my ish reputation if I do things well? Don't worry, I'm sure we'll fix it at some point here. All right, like, yeah, the ratchet straps. They'll get me. Get it away from me before it hurts me. If you all think I'm kidding, no, I use big, huge ratchet straps in the service. I've used dinky ones like this, everything in between, and I still hate them. Getting my hose out of the way over here. The girls washed 3 of our cars today. Hey, right? Nice. Don't put the pallet forks through the side of the van, right? That'd be a good idea. leave it right there for now. Let's see if I can figure out how to put this on the back of the tractor. Get you in a bit closer here. Will that work for you? Maybe? And then lift with my back? No. Legs, right? It doesn't even matter if I lift with my legs. My back's still going to hurt a little bit. I really need to be taking it easy. So I'm being careful. If it doesn't look like it, it's because I don't know any better, folks. All right, take these pins out of the pins. Yeah, that's right. And now look at this. Look at this. I'm probably in the way. I put another piece of equipment on it yesterday, and it was so easy. Like, this is my first experience with a quick hitch. So this thing, oh boy. No bueno. Are they adjustable? This is not, these pins don't go out far enough. It's a Cat 1. Is this like Cat 0? Is that a thing? I think there's a Cat 0. But if this goes, but then these don't, what good's that do me, you know? Golly gee willikers. I suppose I'll need to get bigger pins, longer, to get out. Is that what I need to do? Because that ain't gonna cut it, folks. I don't see this being adjustable. It's all welded. Well, shoot. I was hoping to use the quick hitch. What's this for? I don't know. But I can't use the quick hitch. Dang it. I was just bragging on it to you. Maybe they make like extensions that I can get. That would seem like a thing. That would be nice. Or just replace the pins, I guess. Shoot. Well, I gotta take this off. Here, I'm showing you how to take this quick hitch off. Oh, that was my knee. It's still my knee. It's just, it's a little angry is all now. I mean, I'm assuming it's angry. I'd be angry. Okay. So we can't use this for right now. But fortunately, I don't think it hurt my knee. I mean, it hurt my knee, but it didn't injure my knee. So that's fortunate. You see what I mean? The quick hitch would have been really nice. At least it's light. How did I scuffed two places? What? I don't even know when I did that. Was it when it fell, maybe? I don't know, folks. But at least this thing's light. It won't be once I put that on it. All right, top link. Top link. All right. Well, there. That still wasn't that hard. That's the nice thing about this small stuff. You can, at least until I'm older and my back's even worse, I can bull it around some still. So if I have to. These all go with the quick hitch, which again, I'm going to need to get new pins for that, I think. Longer pins, I guess, so that I can actually use it with this. Cool. Will that land on me or my kids? Probably. Safety, folks. I don't always think about safety, but I'll probably still kick it. Don't you worry. All right. Get you backed up a smidge. And start the tractor. Yeah, I'm going to try to maneuver this into place. Well, shoot, how does that go to 3? Maybe I should read. Didn't it say something about reading? I think it did. But they got a picture, and a picture's worth 1,000 words, I think. This looks like it goes somewhere. I'm betting you this goes here, and this goes there, and this goes there. But what are the odds that I'm wrong? Pretty good, I'm sure. I'm thinking that's it. But let me shut the tractor back down and do some reading first, and I'll get back to you. All right, so the box of bolts and bushings and washers and nuts. Turns out they're important, I think, somewhere. And then I found these on the bottom of the box. They're just covered. And they're kind of slim, so I think we've maybe got everything now. I don't know what those discs are for. Are they like replacement bottoms? Or maybe a guard? I don't know. I'll have to look that up. I still haven't opened the manual. Golly, I'm stubborn. But I have this. It says made in Italy. So, instructions on here, it says La Mancata or Mansata Servanza del Istruzioni. No, I don't know Italian. Do you know? It says the failing to follow the instructions will cause damage to the machine. So apparently somebody Italian that knows English about as well as I know Italian that's good. But the pictures, right? 1,000 words and all. So these little bushings fit nicely. So each location gets a bushing, a bolt, a washer, or just a washer. I don't know. Probably washer, and a nut. We're going to start with a finger tight. And the first piece on the picture here, it says D goes on B. This is D, and this is D. So the D's go towards each other. Does this go over the top or underneath? I'm not trying to scratch everything right away. I think it goes under. I think it goes, no, it goes over. Okay. Knock it off, will ya? Come on now. So, bolt, washer, bushing, and then let's see if we can get it in without losing the bushing, right? Because the bushing's going to want to go like all the way through, wouldn't it? Wouldn't you if you were a bushing? Just tight. There it is. There it is. And then we need, I would think, a washer and a nut on the back side, right? I mean, I would think. Okay. And the same thing on the bottom here. And remember, all washers have like a rounded side. Have that rounded side toward the metal so you don't cut it. Bushing. Scratch it, cut it. You know what I mean. Unless you don't, you're just shaking your head like, what does this guy mean? Valid. Aha! Washer. And nut. Boy, if it goes this way easily the whole time, we're going to be pretty well off. All right, finger tight on these two. Now, this one, believe it or not, goes right there. A to, nope. C to C. Right? Yeah. C to C. I was double checking because this one has this back here and this one has it up here. I don't know why. We'll find out as we go. I have a feeling. I got a feeling. Nope. Ooh, no. Tonight's gonna be a good... No, I'm sorry, guys. I'm not a singer. Believe it or not. You know, I did do some singing, though. I was a member of the Northern Lights back when I came from the North Country. Yeah, about 300-400 miles north of where I am now. Climate's not that much different. We get the same temperatures, max and minimum. We just stay at the maximum more and the minimum less. But we still get the same. So yeah. Washer nut. Okay, finger tight on that. And then back here is where we line up with, no, not with that, with this. And again, then the letters match. A goes to A, B goes to B. And this is where dads everywhere would make some joke about Shakespeare. Right? To be or whatever. Does this go on top? This is where it goes under. That's what I was looking at before. So let's get things ready here. Washer. Bushing. We're going to get them both ready. So we're not sitting here looking like an idiot more than we already are. Yep. I'm self-aware. I'm very aware. You don't have to tell me. Not to say that folks haven't told me. YouTube can be more helpful than it needs to be, if you're catching my drift. Oh, I need a washer. Well, hey, that'll work. You can stay in there. Thanks. Sometimes things work, you know, when you didn't expect them to. All right, so we got that. And then over here. Come on. Little metal here. See if I can pop it through, otherwise, there it goes. Otherwise, I was going to say I'd need to get like a round file and just punch that out, but I got it. I got it. That's what I'm saying. Oh, that breeze. It's getting a little warm. That breeze is on time. On time, or is it on point? Yep. Last option, all of the above. You know, in my other life, I'm a school teacher, and I tell you, if you have a question that says all of the above, they just assume that's it. No. And then they're like, you tricked us. How about you read the options, kiddo? Huh? That might work out for you. You tricked us. Now, why aren't you going? Another tight one here. And it's in between, so I can't, like, bop it real good. Or can I? Got it through one. Can I get it lined up on the other? I don't know. It's not lined up, but I'm going to at least put this on here to hold it for me loosely while I try to make it line up. Aha! That satisfying cling. There. Nope, need a washer. Uh-oh. Are you gonna go? It is not even close. I'm good everywhere else, but that one is quite a ways off. I don't know if I can correct for that. This is twisted out. Did that get it lined up closer? No. Well, shoot. So first defect, I think it's a defect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these 8 all dropped in pretty easily. This one here is off by a good 1/4 inch. So I'm going to do the right thing. And see if I can rectify the situation. Ooh, see, this is pretty stout stuff. So I don't know if I'll be able to. Pretty stout. That's how I would think to do it, though. Pretty sure. I really want to be wrong. Like, I really want to be wrong. Really. If this is involved, that might change the orientation a little bit. But it shouldn't be. This should be way up there. The guard would come back here, maybe. Right? This should put it in either transport mode or all the way out to mow. I'm thinking. Really hope I don't have to get the instructions out. That'd be just terrible. Yeah, I don't even know what this is for. This should be to lock it in for mow or transport. Oh! Or is it to mow one way or the other. No way. No. That was a dumb statement. I retract my dumb statement. Too late. I'm looking at this one that I was having difficulty with. They have it zoomed in to actually show which way the bolts go in. This one goes in this way. This one's supposed to go in this way. And being that's that way, I'm sure all the rest of the bottom one's supposed to go in from the top. Now, I don't think that's going to fix that problem, but let's take a moment and get that right, at least. Oh, we'll get back here. I'll shut you off while I do that. So here's where you can see it's off. That's enough that I ain't gonna be able to get that in there. And again, it's only, I mean, probably 3/16 of an inch, but that's making all the difference right now. It's not wanting to drop in there. Yeah, I mean, I'm stubborn, but I kind of have to be. This has to go in. There. Just, that will, of course, it won't stay there. So how do I, it moved pretty easy. Maybe my regular pry bar will do it now. I took the other bottom pin over here out. Now they're both cattywampus. See if I can wiggle one in and then wiggle the other in. Problem is, like I said, they're both out right now. Just go here, right? And of course, that's the one that's messed up. The one that's way out there doing the most work is going to be the one that's fouled up, right? Of course, this shouldn't even be here, should it? Or does it rest against that? Like when you pick it up, it would pivot, but it hits there. That makes sense to me. Even though they don't look like they're tightened all the way. I mean, this picture doesn't even show the drum. Now, this picture here does show that handle still being there. But it also shows the canopy being on it before that goes on it. Good grief. Good grief, good grief, good grief. Or it did say it came with oil in here, but it said to check them, so I'll check them. And this looks like it's there in the picture, but then these aren't tightened down. So much for mowing today. Don't think that's gonna happen. All right, y'all. I'm getting ahead of myself again, but I got you lined up here. Slid this down over it, and it sounds like somebody's testing their stereo out. Okay. Does this looks like it used the same bushings, so we got to get this lined up, play this game again, hopefully with more success than with this one, which I'm convinced is going to cause issues rather quickly. So right here, oh, it scared me. That was the other bushing. Okay, well that'll go through. Nice. And you got under here, good. So this way, I don't know. I don't know that it matters. Oh, and the images even. There's clearly been some modifications, updates to the machine that aren't reflected in the images anyway. So there's that. How do I have to lift to get this one in? Good grief. Are you kidding? So this doesn't line up. This doesn't line up. Let me swing it out maybe. Well, that's all the way up. Close. This needs to go that way. Too much. Too far down. Got it. If only this one was as easy. Don't worry, I'll check it and see if maybe it got in a line somehow once this is on. Shake it some, you know. So I really don't want to operate it with that wrong. Alright, at least that's on. So I checked the gearboxes. They're all good. They've got side. They got from the top plug on these two. That one doesn't. But basically when you check the side, if a little fluid comes out, they're full. It should just cover the shaft on the inside. So if you look from the top, it'll show it covering. They quote 5 centimeters in the manual, and then a 90 weight. But as long as it's covering that shaft, you're good. If you pull the side out, where you fill, the side's where you're actually supposed to fill. Once it starts coming out, you're good. If you want to pull a little more on the top, that's fine too. It's a splash tight lubricant. I'm racking up hours on my tractor just letting it sit there idle. Didn't I just say I needed to have the bonnet on first? Good grief. Anyway, that's how that would go. Well, shucks. I put the bonnet on. I told you, or thought I told you, I thought the camera was rolling, that I'm going to call this the bonnet. I don't know if that's what it's called. I skimmed the instructions. They don't, the images don't even match. Like they've made changes, so some of these things don't match. Now I'm going to put the PTO before I hook this back up, because I have a feeling you wouldn't be able to do it after. So the shaft from here to there is this one, question mark, or that one? I don't know. I'm asking you. So this has got a ratcheting clutch, it looks like, for like if you wanted to run it with like an old tractor that doesn't have independent or even live power. Both of them have a standard push end. They have been greased. You can tell they've been greased. That's nice. I think what I did see in the instructions, this part here is actually supposed to go on the mower end. So I'm gonna see if I can push this on here. Oh, you know what? Before I do that, let's put some grease on there too. I can't remember if the video was going. I put a little grease on the PTO shaft in here. Just because, you know, I'd gotten some water on it, moisture at some point, and a little rust. Just, you know, just surface rust. Nothing like important. But I figured I'd throw some grease on there. I'll put some on here too. It's got the safety chains. Yay. Whoops. What am I doing here? Which side for? I don't know if it matters. We're gonna go ahead and push this on first, maybe? Can we? Jiggle, jiggle. Come on. Now why aren't we going on here? I don't know. They got little ball push things. I think I just maybe too weak. Just gotta push harder, maybe? I don't know. I can't even line the darn things up. There. And then my back's starting to get angry with me again now. Bending over too much. I don't know what I'm doing here. That's not gonna work. What on earth am I doing wrong, I guess? Get that out of the way. It's got little roller balls on the receiving end. Yeah, female end here. Oh, now it doesn't want to come off. Does that mean it's on? Oh! I don't think so. See, it's like spring loaded to, I see, says a blind man. Oh, for criminy. Okay. I'm pulling back. There it goes. Haha, and I heard it click too. Yay. Now, can I get this side in? Can I? Yeah, just rotate this out of the way. I don't know if you can see it. I'm just shoving the 3-point over. And we got the regular old push pin style on here, which is always easy to use. Never gets old and crusty, right? But in this case, not old and crusty. It's just awkward because it wants to flex when you don't want it to. And it's probably not lined up with it. There. Push. Go in. Oh, come on. They can be a bear. Those push pins, the springs are really tight. And now this is just throwing out on me. There it goes. You just gotta jiggle while you push. There. That's on. What's this? Wait, is this another manual? Just for a PTO shaft, or is it for the whole machine? Look at this cute little book that I just now noticed. That's awesome. Wow, that's a tiny little book with all words that I don't know. Oh gosh, there's a lot of different languages. All right, we got pictures for people that don't have a language other than pictures. It's showing the shaft, showing how to shorten it. Now, I shouldn't have to shorten this one. You wouldn't think. I might have to shorten that one. English. Deutsch. Isn't that German? Deutsch. That's German. François. Francais? Francais. Francois is a name, isn't it? I don't know. What other languages do we have in here? Netherlands. What do they speak in the Netherlands? Danish? Isn't Danish Denmark? Don't the Danes speak German? Svenska. That's Swedish, I think. Suomi. No clue. Oh, I'm telling you, there's a lot of languages in here. That's pretty cool. That's a lot of languages. I think I saw Polish. Oh, whatever. Rest assured, your language might be in there. Totally might be. Plastic bag holding a safety chain. And another plastic bag holding the other half of the safety chain. And then you put it like this, and it goes, right? Why is this so long? Is it supposed to go the way of the cross? It would do more than go across. Holy mackerel. Let's just leave that for now. That's giving me a headache already. Okay, so that's on. Right? Am I safe to swing this over? I think maybe. Maybe. I'm not sure, but maybe. And then look what I forgot to. Oh, it said take it off. This is completely unnecessary. Yeah. I read that somewhere. It said there might be two, but there was just one, and it said there might just be one. Dude, I'm not making it up. I'm serious. It said that. I promise. This is a problem, though. Hopefully we'll get back to that. Okay, all right. Well, it's starting to look like I chipped the paint. Yep. Oh well. It's bound to happen, folks. Let's see if we can hook that back up. There's the other one on this side. Sure thing. Down. Nope. Everything's rolling all the way. Gotta lower this 3-point just a little. Now we daintily try to get these bushings to line up again. Come on. Come on. No. What did I do before? I used my concrete stake here. That's what I did. Don't fight with it. Get something to help you. And then if you got to give it a little tap, it goes right through. Tell you, this thing's gonna need touch-up paint everywhere. Oh no. What did I say I wanted to do towards the inside with these nuts on the inside? Sure. Let's do that. And then before we tighten that, let's get that one, if we can, in there. Did we have to start the tractor? Or did we just, no, look at that. Just tilt it. Oh, now we got to go twist it and then tilt it. Oh, got it. Got it. Still easier than that one. Oh. Okay. Washer. Where did I lose my washer? There it is. Hiding under the bonnet. It's not hot, but there's not much of a breeze, and it's humid enough. And you're like, well, you're wearing a long sleeve shirt. This thing breathes pretty well, but it's just not a very, I mean, it is a nice day, but it's not a nice day. I know, it doesn't make any sense to me either. Well, let's see. Let's see if we can break this thing, huh? Another paint scuff. Oh, yeah. A little red right there. Oh, I think that's where it took it. Yep, right there. Because I leaned it against it, remember? If you remember, I don't know. I lost you for a minute. should have this, well, I guess I should have it raised right here, but now I could have it raised because my back, yep. PTO shaft from a tractor. So I'm really hoping I get lucky and don't have to like shorten this. I've only ever cut, you know, to length one PTO shaft before. And while I got it and it worked fine, like success, it was a bear. I don't want to ever do that again. So I'm hoping that this just is perfect right away. Like right away. So, all right, this side, wait, they're both push pin style. I need to look at the picture again. I think this side goes to the tractor end, but I need to be sure. This controls, it holds it out in mow mode, right? So let's not drop that on my foot. Good, check. Does it go there? Where's my picture? That's almost useless. Come on, pictures, help me out here. These pictures are just... Drum... Gearbox. Hey, I did that one right. Good. Yeah. Here's this picture again. This thing doesn't look like it does anything. Why is that even there? Is that for transport mode probably, right? So I need to go from here to there. Does that seem right to y'all? From here, that doesn't reach. That doesn't reach. Oh, I gotta pick it up. That sure does dangle. Is it supposed to dangle like that? Is that handle supposed to be on there? It said it wasn't. I'm thinking maybe it is, because that would hold it down a little. See? Maybe. I mean, it is up off the ground. Just barely. If that handle was there, can you even see what I'm looking at? So what I'm going on about is this handle. In the book it said take it off. See, if it was there, it would bump this and keep it tilted down just a little bit. I think it needs to be there. Daggone. I want that there. Otherwise it just flops down. But the other thing I'm looking at is this bolt I was talking about. With all the tension on it, it might drop in there now. But then, of course, I'm also looking at just this piece. It's supposed to go from here, I thought, to one of these two. But I don't see how that would work. Because if it's back this way, your PTO angle's funny. So I'm thinking this is probably here for transport mode, and maybe, I don't know, like that for mow mode. You know what I mean? Or even closer. Yeah. Yeah. Like that for mow mode, which is still that inner drum. I'm going to be running over part of what I'm mowing, but ow. Unless I can keep this over. See how it wants to slide back this way? I'm going to need to tighten up my turnbuckle to pull this over to keep it outside my tire. That's it. That's what I got to do. Also, my safety chain here, I'm going to turn the engine off too. Putting hours on, daggone it. Putting hours on the machine, just sitting there. So same thing here. This will barely be going up and down. So see all this extra chain though? This must be for if you put it in transport mode, but it says specifically you have to detach it if it's in transport mode. So I don't know why there's all this extra chain. That just seems really, really... Oh, this spins with it, doesn't it? Or does it? No, it doesn't either. I was going to say, hook it to here. No. No, you don't. What do you do with it? They're too long. They're too long. These chains are too long. Yep. Again, here's another one. Why do I feel like these chains are too long? This spinning around is just going to beat on it. Get caught on that. I can't use these safety chains. This is silly. See, it would go like this, but that's still too long. When you're mowing, it'd be down a little bit from there, obviously, but that's way too much safety, isn't it? Let's just put it on there as far as you can, which is right there, and see what it looks like in down mode. Because you're not supposed to run it at all unless it's down all the way. It's supposed to be on the ground to mow with it. You can't say, oh, I'm going to mow this high. No, it's got to be on the ground. And if it's down, yeah, well, that might take it up. Let's put this handle on first that I need to get on. 11/16. See, this gives it like a bump stop there, right there. So I'll leave that on there. Okay, let's lower it and see what happens there. Ooh, before I do that, because I'm going to assume that pans out. This skid plates. Are these like extras? As I thought it came with skid plates on. No, I don't think so. Ow. Well, that's fun. I've got it all the way up. Use the package. There, let me show you. I'm using the package. My sun is almost down. I'm almost done assembling, but then I'll be out of time. So I'm using the crate to hold this side up for me. See if I can show you anything under here. I haven't shown you much, that's for sure. Okay, that's not bad. So I need to somehow put the skid plates under there. And I need to tighten that turnbuckle. All right. How does this all work? We've got four underneath here. We've got four Allen key pieces that would drop this away and allow you to replace your blades. See the blade? So to replace that, you would have to maybe, I would think you'd have to take this out. I'm not sure, but if you did, there's four Allen keys. Now, I think if I can get to it, I think they call them skid plates. And this rotates independently from your spinning blades. So I thought this was the skid plate. I thought maybe these were like extras, but it'd be nice if it got up off the ground, because this would only be like an inch and a half off the ground. See, that's got these bushings. I'm thinking that's like a lift kit, maybe. I didn't think I ordered it. Maybe I did. I hope I did, because I'd rather mow, 2.5, heck, even 3 inches off the ground would be great. So, yeah. So you got these bushings. Awesome. One, two, three, four. Yep, for each drum. And I have these, which I guess are probably just longer versions of the screws that are in there. So, installation guide, lift kit, mower drum lift kit. Older models of this mower do not have threaded holes on the bottom of the existing skid plates. Well, this one does. In this case, you'll need the retrofit kit. Cool, I don't need that. They give you some thread lock, semi-permanent blue, prevents them from backing out. Removable with standard hand tool. Okay, so we're going to want to use that so they don't just come flying out and I lose my skid plate. So wait, do I add this to that skid plate? Like I'd have a double skid plate? Or are these the same as those? Like, why would I need... Oh. Yes. You add that to those because you put the bushing in between. So you need the existing skid plate to be there to press that bushing against, sandwich it between the two. So, did they give me a tool? No, but that's okay. It just takes an Allen. Let's go find the right size. Oh wait, didn't I have those out here? Ugh. The best part is going to be trying to get to the other skid plate because there ain't no clearance. Like, I'm up all the way on the lift on the tractor. Is it this size? Ooh, close. It might be. Or is it? Oh, there it is. Nice and tight. All right. Of course, it wants to spin. And there's not really much to grab. Okay, that wasn't too tight. If you can see that. Just gonna take those off. Which is kind of unfortunate because then I'm gonna have to hold them up and the, oh my, why is this good? Is this gonna be hard, isn't it? I think this might be difficult. Unless, what if we got like one on and then swiveled it into place as I hit that blade and tried to cut myself. I didn't though. They come kind of sharp-ish. Will that work? Let's try it. Let's try doing one. Yeah. So we're going to try to see if we can get one on and then rotate it out of the way to get the others, just so it's up. One of these new bolts. Much longer than that one. All right. And we've got our bushing. It's going to go right there. I don't know how I'm going to do that bottom one. I do not know how that's going to work. Bushing, I lost that one. So I'm going to try here with my bad shoulder. Hey, I got it threaded. That's the hard part right there. Now see, I've got one, so I'm thinking with the one hung, let me get that just a little tighter. One on there. Now I can take those other two out. Come on. Barely. See that? So what I did is I took two out, put one in, and then I'm thinking it looks like I might just be able to get the others out. Ooh, maybe. That is right there. Oh, you can see that. My head's in the way. Yep. Got that last one out. Nope. Still have this one. Alright, all the old bolts are out. It's all hanging on by one of the long ones. But now I can put the new ones on, question mark. Sure. Come on. Of course, it's wanting to spin. But if you can get it started. Nope. Yes. Now don't tighten them too much because you got to get those other ones in. There. Now you can spin that to get the other two. Now the other drum, it's going to be harder because I got less clearance to the ground. But I think I should be able to get it. I just won't be able to film it because this is already tight enough, and showing you way down in there would be even harder. But you get the idea. to put this lift kit on. I'm glad I got it, because, you know, I got a lot of rocks and stuff, and this will let the next cutting get a start on the growth. Especially if you're cutting when it's a drought or something, it's just really hard on the plant, I think. I mean, I'm not an expert. I mean, I've made hay before, but that doesn't make me an expert. Far from it. It probably gives me more confidence than I deserve to have. You know what I'm saying? Another reason to leave them out, so you can get that last 1 or 2 bushing in there. There, look. All right, so now I just got to tighten them up. Let's see if I can stay out of your way here. Still not tightening them all the way, because the bushings need to adjust. And they should do that on their own, as long as I don't tighten them all the way until they're all kind of in place. I still need to adjust the turnbuckle, and then I'll be ready to test the mower, I think. I think I'll finally be ready. I'm jiggling it to try to get those bushings to kind of find home, if that makes sense. Oh, I forgot to put the Loctite in there. Well, let's just see, they didn't find home. Doggone it. I'm not pulling them all the way out. I'll do them on the next one if I remember. Come on, get there. They're not where they want to be, or I want them to be. There. Yeah, just give them a little tap-a-rooney. You're going to have to do each one just a little at a time and keep adjusting those bushings. So they all, because it's at an angle, so they don't want to go on there right. I just want to go in crooked. You just keep working around and keep knocking them into place. So they do not want to stay where you want them. There we go. That one's good. This one's good. This one is not. You can see it's cattywampus. There. Well, that was easy. Notice that has a little wobble to it. It does. Sure does. But they all look even. I'm counting threads too. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Yep. Each one of the bolts going through this side has 3 threads showing. They're even, but it does have, it's not perfect. You can see that, can't you? So we'll find out how much vibration we get, I guess. All right, I'm going to turn you off, do the same on that one. So this is 2 days later. I got it together, pulled it out to the field to do a test run, and started it. It's got one of these electric hydraulic starts for the PTO, and it goes immediately to full speed. Now, I had it on low idle, but it doesn't give it any time, so the shear pin just destroyed immediately. At first, didn't know what did I do something wrong? So I did it again, try to broke another shear pin. I'm like, that's it. Could run out of shear pins at that rate. So the solution, I think, today I'm supposed to get it, is a slip clutch or a friction clutch, and that should slow down how quickly the power goes to the machine to get it up to speed, rather than just instantaneously trying to do that. Like, the shear pin's going to break every time. So while I'm waiting for that, though, I'm going to put this little kickstand on here. And because I'm going to set this down so that I can put the quick hitch back on. I bought quick hitch bushing kit. I think I showed earlier that these pins are just too narrow to hook onto the quick hitch. So this hopefully will kick that out just a little bit, and it's bigger round, so it should lock in well. Fingers crossed. I don't know if this is going to work or not. We're going to try it. Let's set this guy down. Now that I've got the kickstand there. All right. I feel like it'll just want to flop forward. But that's the only part of the kickstand it has. So will that work? Otherwise, I got a jack stand I can put if it starts looking like it's going to lean, because I feel like it's going to want to. Let's get this guy off of here. Most likely, if the jack stand weren't there, that would work fine. But this is more in line with the drums that it's sitting on, and that's a little further forward, so you have like a triangle. I don't know. I'm saying I don't trust this yet. So what we're going to do, first of all, I took this pin out to go find a solution. I didn't find one. So we're going to put this pin back on. And I didn't find a solution at the store. But online, this might be the solution. It's the solution I found anyway. Alleged solution. So we're going to, you're supposed to just slip this over it, and this is going to kick you out far enough and make it bigger for the quick hitch. Problem I'm seeing already is this only pushes it out about 1.5 inches. So if it reaches, it'll be barely. Which means it might be perfect. It might be perfect, guys. I don't know. And then it's got these little push pin things that you're supposed to hammer in, and then they stay in place just with the outward pressure. See that? Okay. We'll go to hammer. Okay, so took the pins out too. I was originally gonna grind. Dude, grinding is a terrible idea. It'd take forever. This is actually a fairly soft metal, and I was thinking, what if I just drill a hole further down? Would there still be enough strength there? I think so. So that's what I'm gonna do. First, I got to punch this guy out. Sure. Hammer? What do I do with my hammer? This right here. It's blending in. And then I was using this, right? Yeah, to punch this out. So let's do that. Got it. All right. So, yeah, we're just going to move this hole further down. I already did the other one and mutilated the heck out of it. So I'm not going to show you that one. I'll show you this one. This is how far I need to move it. From that line to there is how far I need to move it. So I'm actually going to come over here and let me get a good measurement on that. I think I used this finger. I'm not even kidding. Or did I use a thumb? I don't know. Let's use the finger here. So to that little messed up part on my finger, we're just going to move over that much. Get my marker from center to center. So we'd be right there. I'm going to give it a smidge extra to make sure it'll make it. So we're going to be right there. So we're moving from here. See how this one was in further too? So there was a little bit of adjustability on this, but not nearly enough. So I'm going to move it over that much more. Let me double check my measurement. Measure twice, drill once. Yeah, that should do it. All right, I'll go this way so you can see better. Yeah, I discovered that it was pretty soft metal. So we'll pilot with whatever size this is. I don't know, 3/16 or something. Is that flat? Not quite. So whenever you're drilling metal, if you get a good coil like that, you're at a decent speed and pressure. I went with a smaller one size smaller, and it wasn't quite big enough for that plug. So we're going to go straight to the right size, see if we've got a sharp enough bit here. Battery's giving out. Yep, battery's done. Let me go see if I've got one ready. Well, this bit's as sharp as the other one though, so I guess we can start with this and work up like we did on the other one. Whew! This drill's getting hot. All right, got that one drilled through. I have a feeling I'm going to run out of battery just before I'm done. Probably. Oh, I think we're through. All right, now we'll upsize. Might have just been trying to bite off too much. It's not much of a difference in the size, but you never know. Come on. This is where a drill press would come in handy. Much more control. Got it. There we go. I think we're through. I don't want to do more than I have to because this has got to bite into something. So we're going to go ahead. Let's put you this way. And get my pin. Get this started here. Look at that. And there is there's plenty of meat left on there. The pins, the end of the pin is here. So, you know, that's plenty, I think. I think I'll be safe, is what I'm saying. All right, let's go fit this up. I think I hear the neighbor mowing his field. It's Tuesday, and my slip clutch is supposed to come in this afternoon, anytime in the next couple hours. If I can have it ready to go, I could have my field mowed today. Wednesday, Thursday are supposed to be dry. Friday now they've flipped and says it'll be dry. Not super sunny though on Thursday and Friday. So, like, do I push it? I think I'll see if I get that slip clutch on and everything works. Then I'll make a decision. Check the forecast one more time and make a decision whether we start mowing today. My ideas are just kind of silly. But sometimes they work. I'm thinking I only need a little bit of clearance. What if I just stuck a blade in there and just nibbled off a little and it would just drop? Huh? Let's try that. Back up. Whoop. I think I'm not slipped off to the side again. Sometimes you just need a swift kick. How about now? Not back far enough. How about now? Not back far enough. What the heck? That one's hooking it now. This one looks to be hooking it. We should be good to go. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. Probably made it too tight. Sure looks good. Huh. Alright, I got this side back in. And that side went down. Ha-ha! Did we just win? I feel like we just won some kind of a competition. Because that would definitely happen. I would forget to take that out. Now, you can leave it, and instead of having it like this, flip it, and go up to here. Maybe that's what I should do, huh? So I don't lose it. Yeah. Okay, so I already got the first two bolts out, and I got these two loosened. So there's 4 bolts up against the tractor that you're going to remove to take the PTO shield off. At least I hope that's the only ones I have to remove to take the PTO shield off. I don't know why it would be more than those. I mean, why would you need more than that? Runaway plastic. Get back here. Yeah. And styrofoam. All the good stuff for the environment. No, this stuff, most of this stuff can't be recycled, y'all. Can't be. Okay. So what is holding this on still? Let me guess. They probably mount it underneath something else, maybe? Question mark. It's just really on there. I bet you they painted it after. Yep. It's glue. I think it's glue. They glued it up and then bolted it. Anyway, it's off now. So now we can get on here with our fancy slip clutch. And I like these are out here so you can adjust them later if you need to, which I'm sure I'll need to. All right. And which way, did it matter which way these went? It should not. Shouldn't matter one bit. Okay. And then there's a groove on the PTO shaft. That's where you're going to want to put this. See, otherwise it won't go on. So get it over that. Jiggle it into that spot. Perfect. Get both of those on. Two. One for each. Lock washer. And then your lock. Well, they got lock washer and a lock nut. They are really being extra sure that you don't have something go wrong. I feel like I don't need to be laying down like this anymore, but I'm down here and I can get it on here, so it's fine. All right, finger tight. I should have checked what size those were before I, put it on there. What size are you? Certainly not that big, is it? Oh, gosh. Still awkward getting in here. Oh, it's bigger than that. It's not a 5/8. Is it an 11/16? Which would be convenient because I already have, that's the same size as these. Oh, come on. That'd be wouldn't that be nice? It's not that one either. What are we, a 3/4? Yep. Yep, 3/4. That's fine. I got one of those with me right here. Can't see what I'm doing. There's a tractor in the way. I need an extension, just a shorty, to get past that and slip clutch just enough, maybe. There we go. Hey, that's easy now. Guten tight will be the spec today, since that didn't have one. Top bolt, check. Hey, give me that back. Hey, you. Thank you. Oh, come on. Get on there. Can I not get on there square? Nope. Not with the closed end. There we go, I think. All right. There. Slip clutch installed. Now we got to put our safety bonnet thing back on, because if I don't, the worst would happen. That's Murphy's Law, right? The horror stories of PTOs. So I'll try to do my best and use all the safety equipment and whatnot and so forth, because there's some nasty stories. Honestly, if you've got one, I don't even want to hear it, but you can put it in the comments. I'll try not to read it. It's bad. I mean, just look at that picture. Completely wrapped around it. All right. Can I line this thing back up? You wouldn't think it'd be that hard. All right, got one. This is not fun. All right, got first two hand in. Boy, you really wouldn't be able to see this. Once the PTO's on there, nobody will know it's the wrong color for the tractor, right? And because of this, I can't get on there with the extension. Can I get in there? No, I can't get in there. What the heck? What about the shorter one? No, it's still in the way. This PTO guard is in the way. Like, I understand it's for safety and whatnot. Like, I wonder if just the top two would be, I mean, better than nothing, I guess. Let's see if it tightens up pretty good with just the two, because I can't get in there. Yeah, that's tough. Of course, the thing is, this guard would need to come out further now. But, I mean, is what it is. Another concern is I might need to cut my PTO shaft now that's longer. But we'll find out. That's pretty good. I'm happy with that. Can you see this? I think so. That's actually going to hold it for me real nice. Whoop, or not. So shear bolt goes right here. And because it's kicking on so fast, it just sheared that shear bolt right off. So here we're going to just put a new one on. There we go. It's a lock nut. And what was I using? I think it was a, oh shucks, what size was that? I think it was a number 10. Yeah. Yep. And then I was using a crescent wrench on the other side. Here it is. Well, not the best place. Oh, come on, clamp it. There we go. All right. Okay, that's replaced. And let's see if it's still a good size PTO shaft now. And I really hope I don't have... Oh, it's looking good. Yeah. Okay. Whew. All right. So the first moment of truth will be, does it break the shear pin with this new slip clutch? Because I might still have to adjust it more. Idled all the way down. I'm in neutral. PTO on. Switching on now. Shush! It popped it. You hear it? Guys, it's so frustrating. So frustrating. Got the slip clutch. Didn't work. Gonna have to loosen it. So, reach in here. It started to turn it. Well, it's in there. Now I gotta take this back out. If I can find. The tractor's the problem because the PTO kicks on at full strength. Now I gotta adjust this. I gotta put a new shear pin in. Shut it down. Didn't I quit making hay last year because of things were... You get new equipment, and now the new equipment's got so much safety features. Electronic start. There's no clutch to ease out, so it just breaks. We're going to try. I loosened those up on the slip clutch. About as much as I dare, I think. Let's try it again. Up off the ground to start it. Hallelujah! That's the 5th shear bolt. Slip clutch. Just had to dial it in. Okay. Let me put these away before I lose them. All right. Safety first. When I go on steeper, I'll put this up too. Here we go. $540. We're on the ground. But that way. Help if I was in gear. Makes a tiny little windrow. Thank you, baby.